Hello, everybody, and welcome back to YouTube Rewind 2020. My name is Jay.
And I'm Vilnius, and today we have special guests, Markipliers and PewDiePie.
And yes, Poopy Pie.
Sorry, I mispronounced his name. I didn't mean to offend you,
Hello,
sir.
my name is Poopy Pie.
I can really hear the Swedish accent in you, you know.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back. God.
Oh my god, Markiplier, are you going to do a new Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play?
No, I'm actually thinking about starting
No!
a brand new channel called Honest Anus with my
Oh,
friend.
sounds
Yeah.
nice, man. I'll make sure to watch every video.
Yeah. Honest Anus means 1 year in Latin. So we're gonna go ahead and make episodes every day for a year, and then we're just gonna get rid of it on
Oh,
in a year.
no.
Look forward
I
to
can't
Honest
believe you would
Anus
do that
coming
to me,
to a channel near you.
Markipliers. How could you betray my trust?
Poopy Pie, you wanna speak to this one? Yeah. So.
It's just you talking back and forth, playing character. You're like a ventriloquist.
It's like a conversation we recently had regarding, some other really good podcasts we both listened to. And
Oh, yeah.
Vilnius has found out recently that I'm really good at having a conversation with myself.
Yeah. It's Jay's biggest talent, I would say.
Yeah, no, so that's what the intro is going to be. So, what is this, episode 38? All right.
This is
it episode 38?
39. 38 was last
Wait,
week.
seriously?
Yep.
Holy hell.
Passing our subscriber count. Zoom!
Oh my god, I just got scared. I forgot to upload episode 38. Then I realized it was Tuesday evening.
Yeah. We'll do that tonight.
Yes. We're doing a little off-schedule recording because there was
Holidays.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly why we're recording on a Tuesday. Also that, and like I was telling
Okay.
Vilnius, no, but nothing happened. Nothing
No,
happened.
there was
Like
no
I
thing
said.
where I forgot
No.
to record. Nothing
The
like
no, no, no,
that.
no, 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 no. Vilnius, the only thing that it could have been is if Chuck E. Cheese came to your house.
Oh, that's what it was. Sorry,
Do you
guys.
remember?
Yeah, man. Chuck E.
Do you
Cheese.
remember?
He busted in. He shot my wife, and then he shot me.
God. But yeah, so that's my really good transition into what I just wanted to mention real quick before we get into this relatively special year in review type episode.
Mm-hmm.
What I was going to say that's very inspiring is after a struggle of many days, 17 days, after watching Darling in the Franxx, I finally got around to watching another anime. I finally got over it. And the show I decided to watch was something I saw in like an Instagram post or something.
That's where you find the best recommendations, Jay forgot to mention it, but the name of the show is Tonikawa Over the Moon for You.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I saw it in in a YouTube video, like a YouTube clip. I've been getting really into like the 30-second or less YouTube clips.
Yes.
Those are always fun. They get
Yeah.
added to my funny stuff playlist. I have like
You have a
80
funny
videos
stuff
on there now.
playlist.
Vilnius, we should watch it together. It is extremely entertaining.
One of these days, let's do it.
One of these days. It won't be long.
No, yeah.
Won't be long.
Do it over
Won't be
break.
long.
How long is the
No.
funny stuff playlist, like, time-wise? Do you know? Any estimate?
Absolutely not, but I can make a guess. It is it's only 54 videos.
Oh, 800 to
I thought
54.
it was...
Quite a jump.
No, I said 800.
Okay, never mind.
Vilnius, just a random thought. You are still recording, right?
Yeah, no. I am.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Not a thought.
No
because of
prerequisite to this at all.
Yeah, because we just want to make sure we have, I don't know, like, shit. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, man.
we don't want 50, I don't know. What would you say is 50 minutes of unusable stuff? I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No. I don't know where you're
I don't know.
getting any of this, Jay. This is some
No,
wacky
no, no.
stuff.
It
This
was.
is this is a
It's
really
just.
out there bit. Jay, you wanna go back to
Whoa.
discussing your anime?
Oh yes. It is a show about a guy walking home from school. He sees this girl, thinks she's really cute, crosses the street, gets hit by a truck. All right, normal stuff.
Yeah.
The show, I thought it looked adorable. Um, it was like a star-crossed lover thing situation.
Situation.
And situation. And so I was like, hell yeah. So I started watching it. It's pretty good so far. Vilnius and I, in a completely unrecorded, really strange out of the blue conversation that was definitely within the first 10 minutes of this conversation, um, spoke on how it seemed some people dropped the show after an episode because they did not like the usage of him falling into a coma after agreeing to marry this girl in the first
Yes.
episode.
There were some
What they
people
don't
making fun of
understand,
it.
or what, yeah, but what you couldn't glean from it is that the coma meant nothing to the story. Like, literally nothing.
I think that only
So, the,
adds to the making fun of the coma.
okay, the making fun. Yeah, but why are you complaining about it, alright?
I
Get
don't think
over
they
it.
were really
It's a cute show.
complaining. It's just that
No,
it's an
but you said
absurd
people were
premise.
dropping the show after that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
I
that's
mean,
reason enough to drop a show. I didn't like the first season of The Office. I've watched it 3 times.
really, you
That's a
managed to
that's an
watch a
example.
whole show after not liking a whole season. I could not do that.
No, no. It was a 6 episode season, right? So it was like
Even
a
that is
quarter of
too
the length
much
of everything
for
else.
me. If I'm the
Well,
type to drop
no, no,
something
no.
even
But
if I don't
Vilnius,
like the first
you also
episode.
need to realize that the first season is purely a pilot season. And
Hmm.
also, once the characters are fleshed out and you've watched the rest of the show, the first season is a lot more funny
Hmm.
because you have context. Out of the blue, it's a little rough, but to watch one episode, right,
You know,
is
I'm gonna throw a hot take in here, Jay. A lot of people
yeah.
tend to find that they dislike the first season of The Office. I hear, and I have not watched a lot of The Office, but what I've seen, first season probably the funniest.
Hmm. See, on first glance, the first season of The Office was kind of slow, and I didn't start getting into it until later. The reason for
Mm-hmm.
that is
Understandable.
Michael carries a massive amount of the show's comedic value.
Yes, he does.
Um, from the beginning to when he leaves the show. Which, come on, whatever. All right, we
Mm-hmm.
all, or I hope you know that he leaves the show.
I
Don't
didn't know till
act like
episode
that's
8 of this podcast, in which you
episode
told
8. What
me
did we talk about on episode 8?
Toby recommended The Office.
Oh, Toby was on episode 8.
Yeah.
That's right, because 7 was one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from start to end, Michael carried a lot of the show comedically and forged a lot of characters around himself as a written character. But his tendency to be a little nutty did not come around until the second season properly.
Mm.
I
I
think
guess that's
the
fair.
first season is funny. It is a funny season. Episode 2 is probably like Diversity Day is probably one of my favorite Office episodes.
Mm.
Like some of the interactions. I don't know if you've seen that
I've
episode,
not seen that one.
but I know you're not a big fan. It's
Mm-hmm.
23 minutes long or something like that. I would highly suggest watching it. It is very funny. You will
I
find it
may.
funny if you found anything in the first season funny.
Yeah. I mean,
And so it's stuff like that, right? Lack of context.
I've been meaning to watch The Office so I can get out of this position because I've kind of built myself into a position where I'm the guy who doesn't like The Office, even though I've kind of overplayed my distaste for the show because I don't really actually hate it, but one of these days I'll get around to watching it.
Yeah.
Going back to anime though, rare occurrence
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I've actually watched some anime in the past week myself. I watched
Oh, did you?
I watched 2 movies and a 10-minute short. So the first movie I watched was called Outlanders. One of the worst movies I've ever seen, probably. It was an adaptation of a manga I read about a year ago that I liked. It was a pretty good sci-fi romance action thing. The movie tries to cut 8 volumes into about 50 minutes or so.
Vilnius, one quick clarifying question. Have you read all 8 volumes?
Yes.
At the end of your little rant here, or whatever, about the quality of the movie, I'd like to know how you think it could be better based on adapting the story.
Okay, I'll go. So what the movie does, it tries to compact it all. So it cuts out all of the moments where you get to spend time with characters and learn about them. So everything feels very shallow, and they just take the biggest set pieces and kind of mash them all together in a way that doesn't really construct into a story that really makes any sense. No one has any motivation. Things just kind of happen for no reason out of the blue. Also, they keep in all of the fan service scenes, right? Which there aren't too many of, but when it's just a 50-minute movie instead of an 8-volume manga, they take up a lot more time. And that kind of limits the romance aspect from being like a genuine romance. And it's not even like that cute or, a well constructed romance in the manga. It's just good and enjoyable. But in the movie, their relationships feels very driven just by sex because of that. Like they purely are in this just to bang, and that kind of pulls you out of some of the more serious moments.
Yeah.
As for your question about how they could adapt it better, I would say just make it TV anime out of it, or don't adapt it at all. Uh,
Yeah, no, that's one way to do it for sure.
or if they had to do a movie, they could have just adapted the first bit of it.
The first bit, and then Craig got disconnected. Vilnius.
Uh-oh. Craig's there for me.
Craig.
I mean, I'm still recording, so it's fine, but not that
Oh, there he goes.
not that there's ever a time when I'm not recording.
No.
No.
Oh, no. What would make you say that, idiot? God.
In regards to the other things I watched, I'll be a bit quicker. The 10-minute short I
Yeah.
watched was called That Girl is 1000%. I forgot to mention how awful that name is. And also, I discovered the show through a video made by Core. Go check out Core's videos. He makes good videos. It was another romance thing. It's pretty boring, and it didn't look very nice. So, that's that. And then another thing I watched was a Christmas movie called Tokyo Godfathers, which was really nice. I liked it a lot. It looked great. The characters were really lovable. It's very heartwarming, very sweet. I would say that the climax was a bit over dramatic, but otherwise I have not really much criticism for it. If you want a nice Christmas movie to watch after Christmas is ended, and you're missing that Christmas feel,
if you have already watched Holiday.
oh, of course, Holiday first, and then Tokyo Godfathers.
Yeah, or whatever it's called. It doesn't really matter what it's called.
Yeah, no.
Holiday mostly.
Yeah, just watch Holiday twice. Sorry for even bringing it up.
Yeah, it's kind of pitiful that you did, but and we still haven't watched that other movie, the Ghibli movie, whose name I just cannot remember for the life of me.
Was it Whisper of the Heart?
Whisper of the Heart. There you go. Bada boom.
Bada bing, bada bing.
Shakalaka.
We could do a podcast about
My
that
name
one.
is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't beat that.
God.
And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't beat that. And this right here, this is Carmella, and she's hot as hell, and you can't beat that. Bada boom, we have guys in the room. How you doing? All right.
I miss
Cup
your
of haters
phase where you were like real big into Enzo Amore, and you were like, he's the coolest type man.
He's the coolest type man. Yo, 9th grade was a tough time. All right, listen.
9th grade was probably my favorite year of high school, to be honest.
Was it really? Yeah, no.
9th or 10th.
It was a good time.
You know what we should be doing, Jay? Though, we should be getting into this episode. You wanna key them in to what it is?
What a segu, Vilnius. What a segu.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
As we spell it in English. So this week, given that it will be our last podcast of 2020.
Oh man, yeah. See you next year, guys.
See, I won't see you till then, guys.
Yo.
It's gonna be like a long time. Oh my god, you know why that's funny? Because if it was at any other time of the year, or like even if you did know what time it was, you would assume that like next year was a long time. But like this
Yeah.
time it's like 7 days.
Oh,
And it's only
boom.
1 or 2 days. It's only 2 days until the new year.
We're
But
just
you
that
guys
cool. We're
don't
just that
know
cool,
that.
man.
You guys don't know that. You guys are stupid. So it's okay.
Yeah.
So I know
Insult the
if you guys
audience
listen.
more.
Okay, I know if you them mods are like, watching this episode a little bit later,
Okay.
that is gonna
Okay.
get a little weird.
Too far, Jay.
Yes. So, so since this is our last episode of 2020, we wanted to reflect together and with the listeners on some of our best memories, shining moments from this year, best days, best girls. Natsuki, I'm
Uh,
looking at you from 2020.
I don't know if I'll be
And
participating in that one.
Vilnius will be too embarrassed to participate in that one. I have no shame. Um, but yeah, that's the gist there, guys. So, Vilnius,
Mm-hmm.
without
Yeah.
further ado, would you like to,
Yeah.
begin with your
I'll
number
start
one?
it off.
All right,
We're going to be
great, great,
going through chronological order, going through 6 moments that
absolutely.
were very good. Because, this
And the
year,
reason it was six is because I couldn't choose.
yes.
Yes.
But yeah, 2020, not a very good year. Obviously, coronavirus, all the racial injustices. So we're going to try to shed some positivity upon it.
Shed some positivity on it.
Yes.
You do that, Vilnius.
My
He's
number
preaching to the
one
choir.
was January 13th, New World Inferno Friendship Society album.
Hell
After
yeah.
6 years, finally put one out. All Borders Are Porous to Cats. At first, I liked it, but I wasn't digging it, as much as other World Inferno albums. But as the years progressed, and I've listened to it more and more, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's pretty great.
And I always bring up the date. Nearby, like sort of the same thing of February 9, 2018, when we went to
Mm-hmm.
the World Inferno Friendship Society concert. That was pretty great.
That was awesome. Best concert
So
I've ever
big
been
ups to
to.
them. Only anarchists are pretty. Um,
You cut out there, but I heard it enough.
I said
No,
only anarchists are pretty. Oh wait, shit. No, I sang it right. Damn it.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Ugh.
Jay's so good. So good, Jay. I'm so proud of you.
Oh. God.
For
I'm a
context, at the
disappointment.
show, World Inferno Friendship Society is the song "Only Anarchists Are Pretty,"
That
which
was,
is like
and it
their
was their
big hit.
closer, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. And Jay, afterwards, for like an hour, just kept singing the chorus, but with the wrong
No,
melody.
it was the whole night, dude. It was the whole night. It was the whole night. I don't know. Actually, it wasn't that long. You're right, but it
I don't
was.
know. That was a good while back when that happened.
Yeah. Um,
You want to hit him with your number
and
one, Jay?
Phyllis didn't like it. Yeah, I will hit them. So my number one is a combination of a couple things. They happened around the same time with one of them was just with one friend, the other was with a group of friends with that friend in it. They were both very important, so I figured I would keep them both here. The first one, I know I've probably mentioned my friend Eric before. Well, he is both of our
Mm-hmm.
friends. He's a mutual friend. Eric
Yes.
and I went on a little lunch outing back in January, and we had hella fun. Dude, that one
Mm.
wasn't even supposed to be making fun of LMK. I just said it.
What?
Oh god,
Jay, no.
I'm becoming Arnav. Okay.
No, LMK is awesome.
LMK is great. We love their podcast.
I've listened to every episode. Among Us, Let's Play, Poggers.
Among Us, let's poggers. Definitely poggers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I went on a little lunch outing with Eric. I texted him on Christmas Day. I was at this place called Funnel, my favorite restaurant in Philly. Um and we were eating, Christmas like brunch there. It was kind of strange. I don't know why. But that was great. It's an Indian place. I texted him. I said, bring some cash, like January 24th or something like that. and we were gonna go to tunnel. We were gonna walk in. It was a half day. Then we realized very quickly after calling them that all the businesses up on Market Street, or all these like corporations, all their folks were already eating lunch there at like 11:30. And so we kind of, yeah, we didn't go there, but we went to Reading Terminal, which is awesome. Uh,
Reading
Very
Terminal is
spontaneous.
one of the coolest places in Philly.
We started by thinking about Peking Duck, and then we ended up at Reading Terminal, and
Mm,
that was a great day. And it
sounds
doesn't actually,
nice.
now that I think about it, it doesn't at all tie in to literally anything with the other one. But in like January through March, um, you know, this group of folks, including our friends Josh and Jason and Eric, of course, and Sean, we all played football on the roof a lot. I feel like we got a bit closer together. It was fun hanging out with them. I was I was a steady quarterback. That was fun. This one time, seniors said they were gonna beat us, and we kicked their asses 7 touchdowns to 3. That's the normal way you score a football game. First to 7 touchdowns wins,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
um, and it was great. It was a really fun time, and this happened a lot. A reason to stay at school for a couple hours after was always fun. And yeah, yeah, that is my number one. Only took me 16 minutes this time to finish it. I mean, this is the only time. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
no,
This
no,
is
no.
the
This
only
is the
time.
first time. First time.
And
First time.
first time. And Vilnius, would you like to go ahead with your number two?
Yes. So the second cool thing that happened to me this year is something I've talked a bit about on the podcast before. It happened on February Valentine's Day. I forget the date. It didn't involve a date
Oh,
or anything. I went with Sam and
damn it.
Colin to watch
That's a
the
date.
Sonic movie
Who?
in
Sam
theaters.
and who? Sam
Colin.
and who?
Oh, yes,
What?
the laugh track I meant.
Laugh track. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Sorry, I mispronounced his name once again. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry,
fool.
laugh track. But that movie, I mean, it wasn't that good a movie. It wasn't too terrible a movie, but with quarantine and the coronavirus, theaters not open, and I thoroughly missed them. So I'm glad that I got to see at least one movie this year with friends, and at least it was one that it was memorable. Yeah, that's my number two. What you got, Jay?
My number two is my friend Jen's birthday. It was around the same time as Valentine's Day, about a week before, maybe something like that. Was Valentine's a Friday this year?
Yes, it was. I believe so.
It was a Friday. All right, so it was the 8th of February, not the 9th, as I said in an episode that we didn't ever record. Actually, what episode? What's an episode? Um, So yeah, that was great. We did karaoke. I sang some Ailstorm. I'm a gamer, as we all know already. And just had a hell of a time. It was so damn fun. Um, I got to get to know a couple people really well. We ate at IHOP late at night. I didn't. Well, maybe I got a shake. Damn, that's why I'm fat. Probably that one shake. And I walked home down Market Street alone, or not walked home, but I, headed back alone at night, and it was one of the most serene experiences I've ever had in the city. So that was amazing. And yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my number
Yeah,
two. That's my
that
number two.
sounds nice. Walking in the city at night is a very fun, kind of pleasant experience. I used to do it back when I would have stage crew and students are in Philly style, which, you know, obviously don't go as late as that did, but
Right.
uh, it's still dark out by then in the winter when those finish. And just walking home to my bus stop, or walking to the bus stop in the cold, looking at all the lights from the city. Very pleasant, calming experience. Quite
God, you're giving
nice.
me chills just thinking about it, dude. No, I'm not even kidding, man. Like,
Oh,
okay, I have this weird thing. All right, I genuinely believe that Philly is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen in my life. I've
Philly
been
is nice
to
looking.
a lot of cities, okay? I've been to a lot of cities in Europe that are traditionally considered the most beautiful cities in the world. All right, I've been to Paris. It's fine. Too many tourists. You know, like cities like Amsterdam, dude. Philadelphia. Like, I know a lot of people that in teenage existence just want to get the hell out of here and find themselves something new. But I know for a fact that Philly is always going to be home, and I love that. Um, and so
Home is
I don't know,
nice.
man. Just the way the buildings look at night, and just the fact that I walk under the buildings every day, or I used to come home. It's so chill, dude. That's like one of my favorite
Hmm.
feelings. It's just seeing that. I can see it out of my parents' window, actually, which
Yeah.
is pretty great.
That
Yeah.
homely
So,
feeling is one that's impossible to replicate, and it is a good one.
and it's crazy that it's replicated in a city of 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
where I am not exposed to the entirety of the city all the time. It is what it is. We're not in a small
Yes.
town, right? Philly or any big city is not what you traditionally think of as, hometown. All
Indeed.
right.
Shall I
Indeed.
hit him with my number three?
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Okay. Number three for me is a pretty big event with a good friend of ours, Josh, the Llama King Gaming on YouTube. Go subscribe to him.
Subscribe.
He claimed that he could beat the world record for sticks of butter eaten in 5 minutes, which is, I believe, 7. Obviously, that's absurd, but I made a $20 bet with him that he couldn't do 3 in 5. I just cracked there. 3 in 5. He can do 3 in 5. And Josh took me up on this, and it somehow spiraled into being kind of a sort of big event. We did it on the roof sometime mid February, and there were like 20 or so people standing around watching Josh do this, cheering him on. And obviously he failed, but it was incredibly funny. It was
Yeah,
amazing
I,
to
I
see him go through
disappointingly
it.
missed it.
Yeah, I wish you could have been there,
I very
Jay.
disappointingly
I
missed
have to
it.
send you the video. I still haven't sent it to you. And
Still haven't sent it to me after what?
yes, after we, I can't remember when,
S-
but there was a point where it was brought up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it must have been. Just must have been back in April, and we were
Yeah,
just
yeah,
both having simultaneous deja vu
of course.
yesterday night.
Uh, that must have been it, man. That must have been it.
Yeah, because you were thinking about it. I don't know. But yeah, dude. I was taking a physics test. I did poorly on the or a
Oh,
quiz. I did poorly on the quiz.
physics is
Um.
hard.
Oh God, I hate physics. Are you an AP?
Nope, I am taking art.
Um.
You want to give
All right,
him?
Vilna. Should I talk about my number three?
Yes, yes.
All right, my number three is split between April and July, but I just wanted to give it a quick little shout here,
Mhm, mhm.
because April is first, so I will just default to that. In April, we sat down, or actually, I sat on my bed. Uh, bad, horrible idea.
Oh.
I My legs fell asleep pretty fast, actually. Um,
Uh oh.
and that's probably why the sound quality wasn't so good in the first couple.
Hmm.
And then in July, I started streaming for the first time. And both of those things are just they make me so happy. I do both of them every week,
Mhm.
or nearly every week, and I highly enjoy my time recording with Vilnius.
Mhm.
But don't tell him that,
Oh,
and also
I won't.
streaming. So, okay, thanks. Um, what was your name again?
I don't. I don't even remember. But yeah,
All
man,
right, cool.
the streaming is great.
But
Your
yeah,
streaming very fun. I've tuned into a good number of them. And for the podcast,
yes, yeah.
I'm so glad we started this.
I am
I've
also
had
extremely
a
glad we
ton of
started this.
fun doing this. I love editing them. It's very therapeutic. It's always fun to talk to you, of course. But I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just great to just have something on a weekly schedule that we put out. We have to keep ourselves to. I love routine. Keeps me sane. Uh, Man, and the podcast. I don't know. It's kind of something to look back at and just be like, man, 39 episodes. 39 weekly episodes
39
without a break.
without a single break.
Haha. We say this and then put the episode out late. We're the best. Mm-hmm.
No, every other week.
Yep.
All right?
One
No
one time
breaks.
it was a day late, but otherwise nothing.
Well, one time it was 3 days late.
Was it
Or
3? Oh,
2 days.
2. Okay.
No. It was one day late back in episode 4, but then like a couple weeks ago, it was like 3 days late
Was
or
that it?
2 days late.
I don't know. Bruh.
Whichever one I posted really late because just Anchor was like, nope.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. There was one that we just like.
That was episode 4. It was just one day.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, well, that wasn't posted on YouTube at the right time either, though. So I
Uh,
guess
it was. I don't know. That one was
no, because we
posted late
didn't.
to
You didn't
YouTube.
finish editing it until like
Was that what it was? Yeah.
until Thursday. Yeah. Or until Wednesday night, and then that was when that was when I was actually still going through the episodes to make sure that there was nothing that
Oh,
didn't
that's
come
what it
across
was.
right. Now I just listen to it for pleasure.
Hmm.
And there is. When was the last time I asked something to be changed?
Probably
I
like
mean, like
10 episodes ago or something.
at least. I mean, I've only asked for something to be changed like maybe 2 or 3 times. I think.
I, there have been moments where I've added things or I've cut out things, and it'll be like, Jay will probably notice that and contact me, but you never do.
No.
Like in the episode where we had that argument, I added things because you destroyed me, because I was just confused with what was happening to make
Wait,
myself.
which argument specifically?
The Nintendo one, because I thought that the Xbox One S was the same thing as the Xbox Series X. So your argument made no sense in my mind. I was like, what is he on about? He's just saying the same thing, but trying to make a different point. And I just made a fool of myself. So I was like, let's put this in, kind of lower the beating.
But alas, let's let bygones be let's let bygones be guy bonds. And we all know Vilnius was wrong, so it's all right. Vilnius, would you like to hit us with your number 4?
Yes. The podcast was actually my number 5, so I'm going to have to cross something off my list.
Ooh.
But number 4 for me is, as I previously mentioned, I'm in the stage crew. And so back in March, right before quarantine hit and coronavirus and everything fell apart, I got to do one last performance of a play. I say one last because, it's not going to be happening this year, at least for stage crew, because, if it's virtual, there's no set to be built and there's nothing to be moved around on stage. But I'm just
Well, who
so
says you
glad.
can't move stuff around in your basement, Vilnius?
Well, I'd have to
No
be
one,
in
no
the
one says
actor's
that.
basement to do that.
No. You can just be on camera moving stuff around in your basement.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
But stage crew is one of my favorite things I've done all throughout high school. With such a group, with a great group of people who are such fantastic humans. Uh, it's just such a great experience, and just to have that one performance with all of our efforts being put on stage, not having just been thrown away, never to be seen, felt really good, and I'm glad it happened.
Yeah, and I think I was lucky enough to go to see that show, and I
Mm,
was, very happy for the crew as well as the people that work so hard on the play, whether that be
of course.
our teachers for obviously
Hmm.
how do you say oh my god, do I not
Organizing?
have words for no for adapting the music, sorry,
Yes,
um
yes. Of
and of
course.
course for organizing the play
Yeah.
and
The
the
cast and
the
orchestra are
actors and
always
actresses, the cast.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
Everyone's great. You want to give them your number 4, Jay?
My number 4 was when I did my first ever D&D campaign back in May.
Mm.
This D&D campaign was with Doof and some of his friends. His friend Evan DM'd. Um, the campaign. This
Hmm.
involved horny pets. I won't go any further, but it's the way of the future.
Oh my.
Cuddles, Snuggles, Fluffy, and Floofy and Fluffles.
Fluffles.
If you guys want, go on D&D Beyond and search up uh, Snuggles the Penetrator.
What?
Um, and you you will find my creations. They were just the best thing ever. Objectively, like better than everything. And it was pretty great. So yeah, I have
Hmm.
Cuddles the Thruster, Snuggles the Penetrator. My character's name was Gael Glorybringer Venkatanada Simata Juvidipeta,
The
which is
longest
a
name ever.
28 character name. 28 character name, a Telugu name in South India. It was me and a bunch of white kids, so it was very funny to watch them not even be able to attempt it. Um, so they just called him Glorybringer because Goliaths and D&D all have nicknames that they go by anyway. So Gaio
Hmm.
Glorybringer,
Hmm.
Venkanatnara Samara Javaripeta. Um, I feel like this is a great time for musical number, but I have no idea what musical number I'm
No,
going to be
no, no,
doing.
no. There's never
Well,
been any
it
time where there
was
was a D&D and Beyond related musical number that was sung on this podcast ever.
no. What are you talking about, Bean?
God, no.
Um, yeah. So I miss Snuggles, honestly, a
May he
lot.
rest in peace.
Well, no, he's still there.
Oh,
He is still there, but yeah, I miss Snuggles. I miss Snuggles.
brug.
He was so just dominating. And yeah, so that was pretty great.
That was that. Yeah. Shall I
Um,
hit him with my number 6, Jay?
it is your number 5, my friend.
Well, my 5 was the podcast thing, so I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to do
Oh
a
dang.
twofer. You're gonna have to do a twofer, Jay. Okay, so my number 6 was this thing that I put a lot of time into. It finally happened this year. I got my driver's license.
Hell
Jay
yeah.
also got a driver's license. I don't know if that made
I
his
also got
list
a
though.
driver's license. It didn't make my list, no, but I did, and I
Yeah.
skirt.
The test itself, due to the coronavirus, it was shortened a lot because you couldn't have the test giver in the car, so you just had to basically just parallel park and then drive in a circle at the place I took it. So
Yep.
it was pretty easy, but even before that, you had to drive for 65 hours and fill out a sheet. And it took a long time, and it just feels good to have that ID and know that I've accomplished it and that I can drive, even though I drive probably once a month now with it. But no, of course, I'm the best driver ever. I've never had
Yeah,
any
yeah.
troubles on the road, ever. It goes just as
Wait, you
fluidly
have?
as this podcast. Never
You
any
have had
mistakes
troubles
made.
on the road? I've never had
Not
troubles
like
on the road.
troubles on the road where I've like crashed into anyone or anything, but where like I have
Oh,
made people
well, I figured
upset
that's what it
type
was.
thing.
I mean, I figured that was believable enough, though.
No, nothing that
Knowing
terrible.
your track record with vehicular manslaughter.
Look, we don't bring that up.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no. Vilnius is not a convicted felon in any state
Shh,
or
shh, shh, shh,
Puerto
shh,
Rico.
shh, shh. Cut that. Cut that.
He wants me to leave that in. I think that's his
No,
spirit
no,
telling
no,
me
no,
that
no,
it
no,
is
no, no,
necessary
no,
to
no,
tell you
no,
guys.
Jay, that's not what I said at all, Jay.
I think that sounds like Vilnius that time instead of his spirit. I'm not really sure which one's talking there.
You know what? One
Sounds a
should be
little bit like
talking
Vilnius.
you about your number 5.
Oh, what a segu! Vilnius, good job with the segu. All right, guys. My number 5 was in May. That was my birthday, and also a little bit in June. I know
Mm.
every single one. Just damn it, everyone has stuff. That's multiple months. My sister came down one time to the basement while I was gaming with Doof. We were playing GTA, obviously, because we game.
Of course,
And
of course.
she took my phone, asked me if she could look at it. I was like, why? She was like, can't tell you. I was like, all right. 15 to 20 minutes later, she stole my phone. I'm like, what are you doing? Turns out she sent all the phone numbers of my friends to my dad. He texted all of them, sent them stuff, sent them like a thing with, well, it was a Hostess cupcake, one of these bad boys, um, and a party hat, and they all got on a Zoom call that night, and I was so happy. I'd had such a good birthday already, even though it was quarantine, and the year before was something to beat because we had a great time playing Wii Sports and Minecraft. Um, but this time around, I had a bomb ass time. It was really good. Made me very happy. And then to top all that off, in June, it was Vilnius and then Jason's birthday, and I was so excited to figure out what I was gonna get them for their birthdays. And so I thought about that all May too. So that was pretty good. 2 months to look forward to. I was looking forward to the 20th and the 30th, like of June, since like mid May. So that was pretty great.
Mm,
It's pretty
yeah.
great.
I am terrible at remembering people's birthdays. I know, like,
I am not great.
I know the months of everyone's birthday, I think, but the days, that's where it falls apart.
Yeah.
I'm glad that your birthday Zoom turned out to be so fun, though. I was a bit worried that it would be lackluster, but sounds like you really enjoyed it. I'm
No,
glad
it
it was
wasn't
that.
at all. It was just a big surprise, and to see all my folks there was really great.
Yes,
Um, Vilnius, can we get a recording check, not based on
I'm recording.
any
Yes, yes. Yeah.
fantastic?
You
All right,
wanna
Vilnius.
you wanna hit him with your number 6
Oh,
now, Jay? Your
I have the
finale.
twofer.
A
My
twofer.
finale in October and December.
Jay, you brought like 10 things to this.
I know. I'm sorry. Yesterday, which for any listeners listening on day one is 9 days ago, I finished my last college application. And
Nice.
at the end of October, I got my first acceptance. And
Mm.
both of those were huge things. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And it's great. I'm so excited. Okay. Um, yeah, I just, it's such a big relief. And I am just nervously awaiting some stuff back from certain schools, Northeastern, looking at you, kid. Um,
You get that
and
back in like
dude,
February, right?
well, so here's the thing: is it says by February 1st.
Okay, so maybe it'll come earlier.
I applied on. I'll tell you the exact date. October 19th.
Hmm.
Right. I may get my acceptance back in January, or not acceptance, my decision back in January. And dude, that'll be extremely exciting. I am very curious to see. I have hiccups right now, and I don't know why.
Hmm. Hiccups suck. I hate hiccups.
Okay. Okay.
So is that everything, Jay? Are we ready to conclude?
This has been LMK Rewind
Yes, yes.
2020. How much do you bet that LMK's last episode of the year is going to be called LMK Rewind?
I do not think so, because their titles are usually somewhat witty. Both of us were wrong. They didn't upload. So the last episode of the year for LMK was the Among Us special.
Never as good as Dollar Dollar Bill Chain Lambo,
Man, that's
baby.
the wittiest one.
Our best episode ever. Listen to that hiccup go, dude.
Mm. I hope they do a year in review type episode.
Oh my god.
Episodes where they just kind of go over things are usually the best. Like, they'll be like, movies. What movies we like? Here's a movie. I like this movie because this.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we do.
That is just what we do.
And kind of like Gunna.
They do like Gunna. Or Arnav likes Gunna.
And
Arnav's a
Hella.
big Gunna fan. Hella, yeah. My computer is about to die, so we have to wrap this up,
All right,
Jay.
let's kill him. Oh.
Thank you
All
all
right,
for
guys.
listening. If you're on Spotify, please follow. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, the bop bop. And we'll see you in the new year.
And just another quick thing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast and putting up with us for not an entire year, but
Almost.
seeing it through.
Yes.
Peace.
See
Bulls.
ya.
Bye, Bulls.
Bye.
Bye, my boys. Bye.
You know, Jay, I've been looking at this GIF in Discord of this man throwing the Christmas tree at his wife for the past hour. I've probably seen it loop like 300 times. I've just been staring at it.